Welcome to OurSeniors Radio, a nonprofit dedicated to honoring our seniors by providing relevant information on senior needs. From health, wellness, and lifestyle to residential, medical, and legal, just to name a few. Our seniors and their families are able to make educated decisions and live their best life. Find them online at OurSeniors.org as well. And yes, you can become one of our seniors. Welcome aboard.
Hello and welcome to OurSeniors Radio. We're so glad you're able to join us here Saturday mornings, okay? And if for whatever reason you don't catch it Saturday mornings, you can go to our website, you can go to YouTube, you can go to a lot of different places and listen to the actual shows, okay? So that everybody can enjoy it. Again, our focus is to be helping out seniors every which way we can and giving them very educated information regarding everything that's going on for seniors. And today we are honored and privileged to be talking about health, medicine. It's extremely important. Our health is extremely valuable, so we have to take care of it, okay? And we have two guests with us today from MetroHealth. First, I'd like to introduce Dr. Rosemary Savage. And as part of the guest as well, we have Sandy Abbott, the leadership resource from MetroHealth.
Hi, nice to be here.
All righty. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. So we'd like to start off, and maybe you ladies decide which one can answer this question, and I apologize out of nowhere. Who's been longer with MetroHealth? All right, so give us a little history of MetroHealth. When did you get involved? What clinics are you out of, etc.? Go ahead, Sandy.
Well, the office originally was Dr. Kelly Henskin's office, and I was there with her prior to MetroHealth taking over. Dr. Henskin was loved and respected in the area, and unfortunately decided that she wanted to, find other avenues and decided to move to Alaska. So when the opportunity came up, Dr. Quanning in MetroHealth bought her practice and retained some of the employees from that office. And I was one of them, along with Dar and Dar's mom. And we saw the transition, and we have been with them since 2017. When Dr. Quanning bought the practice.
Okay, excellent.
Yep.
And where was that office located?
It's back where the old hospital was, off of Memorial Circle, in Ormond Beach.
Okay, Ormond Beach. Got it. Okay, excellent. Well, just let the doctor know that left to Alaska to send us a little cold weather.
Definitely.
We could use it right now.
Yep.
That's excellent. That's great news. And Dr. Savage, we'll start out with a few questions for you. What inspired you to become a physician?
So when I was a kid, I developed some pretty severe intestinal issues. And what I always remembered was the surgeon telling my father and my grandmother it never should have gotten to this point. But we didn't regularly see a primary physician at that point, so this small issue just snowballed into a bigger issue until I had to undergo major surgery that I never should have needed. And that always inspired me to want to be the one who tries to keep other people out of the hospital.
Excellent. And how long have you been a doctor now?
So I did my 3 years of residency training. So, well, let me back up. So training to become a physician, you do your 4 years of medical school, which is 2 years in the classroom, and then 2 years in clinical rotations where you experience a bunch of different specialties. Then you pick your specialty and you go into residency training, which is sort of like an apprenticeship. I did family medicine, which is 3 years. So I did 3 years in North Carolina, and then I finished up June of 2020 and came down here.
Okay, excellent. That's great. And which offices for MetroHealth do you work out of?
I just work out of the Ormond office, so I don't go to Holly Hill at all.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And in your opinion right now, after going through school so many years, doing everything that you've done, what do you consider is the best part of being a DO?
Let me poke you and I'll show you.
Okay. Well, and maybe tell us the difference between the MD and the DO.
Sure. So Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine started back in the 1800s and something. There was a gentleman who was an MD, Dr. A.T. Still, and the story goes that his entire family developed and died from meningitis. He became very disillusioned with the medicine of the time, and he ran off in his own direction and developed osteopathic medicine. So the 4 tenets of osteopathic medicine are: number 1, the body is a unit. The person is a unit of body, mind, and spirit. Number 2, the body is capable of self-regulation, self-healing, and health maintenance. Number 3, structure and function are interrelated. And number 4, rational treatment is based upon an understanding of the basic principles of body unit, self-regulation, and the interrelationship of structure and function. So for an osteopathic medical degree, we go through the same 4 years of medical school as an MD student would. We do the same residency. Our residencies are accredited by the same organization, but we do have some extra training in osteopathic principles and practice. And different people use them to different degrees in their practice. I'm a little bit limited as to what I can use, but say where it might come in handy if someone comes in with a headache, there's sometimes treatments I can do on the neck. I try to stick with soft tissue to find what's tight, what's tender, and try to release it. And I try, if somebody comes in, say with a respiratory illness, I can do some treatment to the intercostal muscles, the muscles of the ribs and the scalenes of the neck, to try to loosen some of those up so it can at least help them feel like they're breathing better.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And where exactly did you go to school?
The West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine in Lewisburg, West Virginia.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And with respect to MetroHealth, when did you join MetroHealth?
June of 2022. So right after I finished my training, I came down here.
Oh, wow, that's excellent. And based on being exposed to helping seniors, what is, in your opinion, what is the most rewarding part of that for you?
I think that would have to be learning their stories. Everybody has a story, and when you're meeting somebody who's 70, 80, 90 years old, they have a lot to tell you. We do at MetroHealth have a little bit longer appointment time, so about 20 minutes per patient, and that gives a little bit more time to really talk to them and try to get their stories and see what they need.
And get to know them and know exactly a little bit of everything, their history, mm-hmm. to see how you can guide them in the right direction mm-hmm. with their health.
Our goal is to keep them living as well as we can for as long as we can.
Excellent, excellent. And with that said, we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Attention seniors and their family members. OurSeniors.net is dedicated to meeting the needs of seniors in all ways. You may already know about the OurSeniors.net website and its high-quality printed magazine. Now, Our Seniors is on the radio. Tune in on Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock on WNDB 93.5 FM or 1150 AM. Each week, you'll hear a new program aimed specially at seniors. Don't miss it. Our Seniors Radio Show, Saturday mornings on WNDB.
Hey, welcome back to Our Seniors Radio. And for those of you who are listening to us for the first time, we have the ongoing show every Saturday morning on WNDB at 8 a.m. But in case the alarm clock didn't go off or you forgot to set it, no problem. You can go to YouTube, our website, and you can listen to all the previous shows on there as well. And just like to remind you, for those of you who want to receive the magazine, and because the resources, as long as our mission continues to be what it is to provide everything for free for the seniors, okay? If you want to receive the magazine every quarter and be on top of all the discounts, get newsletters, you name it, all you have to do is go to OurSeniors.org and click on donate. You make a donation, and then the magazine gets shipped to you every quarter, okay? And this is part of our non-for-profit. And for those of you who enjoy sharing the information that we have for seniors, you can join us. We have a little fundraiser going on, and it's a great place, yummy, yummy, for the tummy. Okay, Culver's in Port Orange, and that'll be November 7th between 4 and 8 p.m. And if you go ahead and join us and eat there that day, Culver's is actually donating a portion of the sales for that day to our seniors, okay? They have been a great supporter and donor to our organization. So highly recommend that you swing by there. And if you ever go by the way, I want to give them a little extra plug. They're one of the few places that actually has a training program for children, okay? And meaning, obviously by a certain age, 15, 16, they actually have a program where they actually train young adults with autism, and they actually train them, okay? And they actually try to teach them everything. And if it works out, then they hire them full time. If you go by there, you definitely want to meet Nicky, okay? He's one of the graduates from the program. He just graduated from high school, and he's working there, and he loves it. And the people love him. So check it out. And that's at 1744 Dunlawton Avenue, okay? And the other event that we're having also as well, we have a Lunch and Learn coming up on December the 8th, Friday, December the 8th, at DB Pickles. Join us. If you'd like to make a reservation, you can do so by going on OurSeniors.net website, go to events, and you can register, or call 386-516-3969, extension 4, and leave a message with your information so you can go ahead and reserve a spot. Seating is limited, and it is a freebo. So join us for the little freebos, okay? It'll be a great presentation.
OurSeniors.net provides reliable and accurate information to serve the seniors of Florida. No matter what kind of assistance you need, from home repair to finances to buying or selling a home or considering assisted living, our team is here to help you. Our carefully chosen vendors meet our exceptionally high standards and adhere to the OurSeniors.net Code of Ethics. Want a magazine in your hands? Visit OurSeniors.net or call 386-516-3969.
And we'll continue with our guest here. So going back to Dr. Rosemary Savage, so regarding, the difference between the MD and DO, which you just talked about a little moment ago, what are the most common misconceptions about your profession between MD and DO? Give us some thoughts here.
Well, I suppose patients will sometimes have the expectation that I use more holistic medicine, but then I have to ask them what that means to them. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're a little bit off base. In terms of overall, the most common misconception about the caring for seniors, the most common one that I'll hear is that patients are concerned that they're not being listened to or not going to be taken care of because they're old. And that's not true. Again, our goal is to keep them moving as well as we can for as long as we can.
Excellent. Excellent. And being a DO, you're actually licensed by the state of Florida, and you're allowed to write prescriptions you can do anything that an MD does, correct?
Correct.
So, but if you have a solution that may be a little bit more holistic in nature and the patient agrees to it, then you can pursue that, correct?
Sure. It doesn't fix everything. It's just another tool in my arsenal, but having another tool is never a bad thing.
Excellent, excellent. And being that you're officially graduating or graduated already and working, how do you stay informed about your field to ensure that seniors that you're serving are getting the best treatment?
Well, Florida and the national boards require continuing medical education. So there's a certain number of hours that everybody who's a licensed physician has to do, and that varies by your specialty. I often will check things on up-to-date because things are changing all the time. So, and if I'm not sure about something, there's no shame in looking it up. So our patients will ask about medication interactions, and I can say, well, you're on a lot of stuff, and I don't know everything off the top of my head. Let's run an interaction and check and see and make sure we're not going to run into a problem here.
Excellent, excellent. And perfect timing, because how has technology impacted your field?
Well, I suppose that runs hand in hand because how could you imagine 20 years ago, walking around with a computer in your pocket all the time?
It can be handy, but it can be a little addictive, right?
It's true. So I'm often dealing with misinformation, and patients will come in and say, well, I heard something about this medication. I have to say, okay, well, where did you hear that? What's your information? If you can bring me that source, I'll be happy to talk about it. So that we're always going a little bit back and forth on that.
Okay. And do you promote, for example, vitamins, supplements, etc.?
So there's certain ones that I do try to encourage. We know that vitamin D deficiency is often a problem. Vitamin B12 deficiency is very common. And some patients, in terms of trying to get their cholesterol under control, are very resistant to the statin medication. So then there's supplements we can try for that. Red yeast rice or fish oil, for example, to see if we can get those numbers where we want them to be. Patients will ask me about other vitamins, and if I have no particular feeling one way or the other, I'll say, well, buy a bottle, try it for a month, see how you feel. If you don't feel any better, well, then maybe that's not for you.
Excellent, excellent. And at least you're open to that because vitamins and supplements are lacking in our diets, especially if we hang out at Taco Bell, right?
So if you eat a well-rounded diet, you don't need supplements. However, this is America. How many people actually manage to do that?
Thank you. We have a lot of different foods available to us here. And just to bring everybody up to speed, okay, MetroHealth has quite a few locations. They cover the entire Central Florida area. If you happen to be in Orange County or near that county, you can call 407-326-2071 to obtain more information. And if you have a copy of the magazine, you can find all their locations in the resource directory, or you can go to our website and all their locations will be listed on there at OurSeniors.net. Volusia County, they have 2 locations, but you can get more information by calling 386-467-4430. They have offices in Ormond and Holly Hill, and highly encourage you to check them out, okay? And for those coming up, by the time this particular radio show airs, obviously you'll be dealing with commercials and all kinds of correspondence regarding open enrollment. And if you do, she's one of our approved vendors from American Senior Benefits. Feel free to call Cynthia Baton, at 386-202-9304, and she'll be glad to meet with you at no cost and actually answer your questions to see which plan is best for you. And we will be right back.
Attention seniors and their family members. OurSeniors.net is dedicated to meeting the needs of seniors in all ways. You may already know about the OurSeniors.net website and its high-quality printed magazine. Now, Our Seniors is on the radio. Tune in on Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock on WNDB 93.5 FM or 1150 AM. Each week, you'll hear a new program aimed especially at seniors. Don't miss it. Our Seniors Radio Show, Saturday mornings on WNDB.
Okay, we're back. Thank you for joining us on Our Seniors Radio. And we have two beloved guests here today from MetroHealth, and we'll continue getting to know them a little bit more and learning more about MetroHealth. Okay, so with us, as I mentioned earlier, is Sandy Abbott. And Sandy, give us a little history about your background and tell us a little bit more about yourself. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm originally from Michigan, and I started my medical journey, I suppose, in 1984. Graduated as an X-ray technologist and had done that for probably 30-some years up north, and then came down to Florida in 2014 permanently, and was actually tired of hauling X-ray cassettes around and worked as a referral coordinator. And I started working for Dr. Henskin and kind of branched off from there and did many referrals. And I've also worked as I did medical assisting duties and just about a little bit of everything, and pretty well-rounded for all those 30 plus years in doctor's offices.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Excellent. And what exactly are your duties for MetroHealth?
Well, at this time, I am a leadership resource person, meaning I'm kind of the go-to for information, and if things need to be done, I'm sort of like a human resource person for Volusia County, and training of new employees, retention of new employees. We're also involved in the HEDIS measurements for quality in healthcare, and just kind of the go-to for a little bit of everything, which I really enjoy because I get to take all those things I've learned over almost 40 years now, and I use it in every aspect of the office.
Excellent. That's great. And is MetroHealth hiring right now?
And I don't believe so. Not in our office. In Orlando, there may be some openings.
Okay.
But yeah, we're all pretty committed to our employer, so to speak. We do enjoy working there.
That's great. That's great. That's excellent news.
Yep.
And with respect to, do you cover mainly the Volusia County?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent.
I do help out occasionally in with some of the referrals that they need in Orlando. If somebody's out sick or they have any questions that I could possibly answer, I try to help them as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. Mm-hmm. And we'll jump right back to Dr. Rosemary Savage to give us some resources that you would recommend for seniors, let's say websites, books that they should read on health and, stay fit. What do you recommend? Do you recommend that they at least walk 3 times, a week minimum? Give us some feedback there.
Well, not WebMD.
Okay. All right. No problem.
Okay. So ideally, everybody would be getting their 30 minutes 3 times a week. Not everybody's capable of that. And at that point, it's do what you can. Maybe they're unsteady on their feet. They can't get around very well. There are sit and be fit programs. I believe Silver Sneakers has something like that. And most of the plans do come with Silver Sneakers, so patients are able to sign up with a gym to get their workouts in if they want to. And I know a lot of seniors around here live in communities that have their own workout centers. So do what you can, being safe while doing it. I don't want, say, my patients who are at risk of falling getting up on treadmills and whatnot where they're at that higher risk of falling and getting hurt. In terms of websites, I will often tell my diabetics to look at the American Diabetic Association website. They have good recipes, resources, and things like that available. The American Heart Association also has a lot of pretty good information.
Excellent. And I believe I've seen on your website that you have activities going on at your different centers, such as?
There's lots of all kinds of different things. Mainly at the Apopka location, they have art classes. They have English as a kind of a second language class. They have jewelry making. They have all kinds of things. They have yoga. Yep.
Yes.
And they do the yoga. I know they have that at the Pictona facility too.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. With that said, we'll take a break. We will be right back.
OurSeniors.org is the nonprofit 501c3 part of the Our Seniors organization. In 2021, OurSeniors.org was recognized by the Volusia Flagler County SCORE organization as the nonprofit client of the year. Our vision is to provide immediate and continuing care and comfort to isolated seniors in need of human contact. Help us keep all of our resources like OurSeniors.net magazine, Our Seniors discounts, and OurSeniors Radio free for seniors by visiting OurSeniors.org.
Hey, and welcome back to OurSeniors Radio. Hey, I want to remind everyone, for every edition, just some of the sections that we have and some of the articles, we feature an amazing senior every quarter, okay, that get nominated. And this quarter, you'll be excited to read the article. And if you've never heard of her, or never seen her on TV, etc., highly recommend you pick up a copy of the magazine, because we did a feature on amazing senior Joni Erickson Tata. She is truly amazing, okay? In another section that we just added, we're doing movie reviews, okay? And it's time for the seniors to go back on dates. There's nothing wrong with that. Just go with your significant other and go on a date. Just make sure you don't gobble up too much popcorn, okay? Just go easy on it. And remember, we have a comedy section. We have a crossword puzzle, word search, all sorts of nice little items in the magazine. And the best part, starting on page 18, the coupon directory. That's what the seniors love. El discount, okay? Please, everybody who works with us and supports us has all sorts of coupons in there coming on board, and they have 3 locations: Palm Coast, Daytona, and in Sanford, Fifth Element. And they even have a buffet and everything. Highly recommend that you pay them a visit, and the coupon is in the magazine. And if you want to take a break on the beach, please don't hesitate. Reach out to Sun Viking Lodge. They have a beautiful senior discount, okay? And again, part of what we offer is resources for seniors. If you want to take a look and go through all of our approved vendors in the resource directory, they're all there, and all their contact information is there, and on the website as well, on OurSeniors.net. So we'd like to thank our guests today for being here and sharing with us more information, valuable information regarding MetroHealth and what they do and how they can help seniors and in their health. Okay, so thank you so much, Sandy Abbott with MetroHealth.
It's been a pleasure.
And Dr. Rosemary Savage.
Thank you for having us.
No, absolutely. And we look forward, and if the seniors have any interest in finding out more, they can take tours and everything of your offices, correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Absolutely. We're kind of the best kept secret in Volusia County. Come on out and see why.
Beautiful. We love secrets. We'll find out. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Our Seniors Radio. Don't forget to check out OurSeniors.net magazine and tune in every Saturday at 8 a.m. on WNDB. Help support the nonprofit, which is OurSeniors.org, or call 800-647-0868.